Hey folks, welcome to the stream. Hello Jason, hello RB King, hello WisePods, and hello anyone else who's not in the chat. So what we have here is a good old-fashioned Sega Dreamcast. Pretty nice looking consoles these. At least if you don't do what I did to mine. I kind of wrecked mine in the process of retro writing. Long story short, I used too hot water and wrecked it. It did whiten, but yeah, anyway, I won't be doing that to this one. But yeah, so what we've got is a GD-Emu kit, which lets us play backup games off of SD cards, and that'll be replacing the GD-ROM drive. And I haven't done this particular mod before, but it is plug and play. There's actually no soldering involved with this one, which is kind of nice that they do that with the kit. Makes my life easier. So yeah, and what we get in that kit is the actual board that does the work. A couple of FPGAs on it by the look of it, or an ARM and an FPGA. I'll be getting that out in a minute. I think this is the stand. Oh, it is. That's quite nice too. Yeah, so we've got this injection molded mount, which, yeah, that looks pretty good. It looks better than what my 3D printer would do. And what we got here? We've got some kind of plastic. Hey, Micro, welcome. So we've got that piece of magic. I assume that's the button. I don't know how that works. But we'll find out. And we've got a selection of screws. So that's a nice little package. Came in an unbranded box. I don't really want to show the box because it's got my address on it. And it comes with this little installation guide, which, as you can imagine, is a little bit basic. It's just, you know, follow these pictures. Fair enough. Sure we can. So I'm going to pop that aside, and I guess the first thing we need to do is to crack open the Dreamcast. So we need to take off the modem. God, modems. Who has modems these days, right? Makes you wonder, is this like a V92 56K dial-up, or is it worse? I'd be curious to know that, actually. Yeah. Anyway, we'll pop that aside. Flip her over. And let's crack it open. This Dreamcast does work. I've tested this already. So we're not going to be doing anything crazy to it. Hey, O'Grey. Not doing too bad, as you know, because we were just talking before the stream. There we go. Earl Grey, if you didn't know, is my fiancée. So say hello. There we go. And we're in. I do like the way this thing is. It's got one heck of a beefcake power supply on this. Oh, that's interesting. What are these caps? Brand are these? Of course, I immediately get interested in the brand of what capacitors this thing used. Of course I do. Anyway. So, I think all we do is we pop off the whole unit as one piece, this GD-ROM drive, so let's do that. Yeah, Micro, I like your Solder and Wick series you're doing. It's pretty good. I like the format. I made Hair Shield tacos for the Nintendo Switch today. I don't know what that is. What is that? Wait. Hair Shield tacos. No, don't know. You made a taco out of your Switch. I mean, I wouldn't recommend eating a Nintendo Switch, as delicious as they are. Right. Alright, so there we go. That's it. I guess this board interfaces with this. So let's get a little bit of zoom on. There we go. Oh, okay, Jason, I'll check that out. Yeah. Oh, okay, so we got a little stand thingy, standoff. Shoot. I'm going to go with what he originally said. Okay, let's take a look at this thing. I'm curious. Alright, so we've got... Alright, so we've got a 12 megahertz crystal. Looks like a very simple timing circuit on this thing. Yeah, neat. Ooh, and they didn't... I don't think they cheaped out. That looks like a Rubicon. I think that's Rubicon. Yeah, Rubicon capacitor as well. Nice. Okay. Okay, and we got an SD slot there. I assume we have a breakout cable for that as well. We should have. Ah, yeah. Okay. That's our breakout cable. Oh, nice. Nice. That sounds quite tasty, Jason. Heat shield protecting the connectors on the switch. You know what? Actually, I could use something like that. Thinking about it, because some of those connectors in the switch are real easy to torch, particularly around the BQ chip. I imagine WisePods, they're probably going to be capped on or something like that, or maybe metal. I mean, you could eat it. I mean, a man ate an airplane once. True story. Unsurprisingly, he must have been quite hungry. Okay. Alright, so... Put that there. Put that there. In fact, what chips does this have? No, it's got a Cyclone 2 FPGA. Not sure if you can see that. No, it doesn't want to focus. But that's a Cyclone 2 FPGA chip, and it looks like it's got a... basic ARM processor as well. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And that's the reset button. Right, okay, that makes sense. So, let's see how all of this fits together. So if we just pop the Dreamcast aside for a second. So we got this funky doohickey. Let's make sure we've got everything that's detailed. We got that, that, screws, extension lead. Yeah, man ate a whole plane. Oh, okay, Jason. I follow you now. Oh, nice. Sounds quite handy. This is an interesting design as well. So it looks like... Which way does this go in? Wait, how does that... That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right at all, because if you look at this, you see how these are on top here? Well, on this, they're on the bottom there. So how does this go, right? Okay, obviously it goes in this way round. Oh, I don't want to force that. Go this way around. Oh, okay. Oh, I see how this works now. Okay, so that goes in like that. And then I guess I just got to put screws in there to hold it now. Okay. So that takes two M2s. WisePods, I have no idea what you're on about. Anyway, let's get back to it. So, 2M2 times 5. I assume that that's these ones with the lip. Looks like it would be. Plastic's a little fragile. But no worries. Alright, so we've got... Yep, that's on okay. Alright. So then we've got this thing, which this mounts to. So, which way around does that go? That goes like that. And like that. Mounts on like that. Yes? No? Maybe? Is that right? Alright, so it looks like goes there. Okay. That's annoying. If you look at this design right here, you can see there's a little SMD capacitor there, and it's kind of in the way of this bracket. Hey Technic, welcome. Welcome. What kind of design is this? This is rubbish. It doesn't quite fit to the dimension. Okay. So that's resting on top of some surface mount component. That's ridiculous. Am I doing this right? Maybe it goes that way. Oh, that feels better. Okay, I just had it the wrong way around. Go figure. Okay, and they're all the same, aren't they? They're all M35s. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool that a lot of these older optical disc systems are now getting optical disc drive emulators. I think that's really nice. Because obviously a lot of them now, they're kind of suffering disc rot and stuff on the CDs. In the case of the Dreamcast, would you call it a GD? The GDs. There we go. Well, that's a bit loose. I don't feel right. Oh, that's because it's not meant to go there. Okay. Okay, and what do we have here? We have two screws that screw into this by the look of it. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, this is a bit awkward. There we go. There we go. Actually, it's not that bad a design, really. There we go, that's that side. Yeah, tell me about it. I'll be opening up a Lynx later after this job. Yep. Yep. Okay. Right, that's pretty sturdy now. Yeah, that feels pretty solid, actually. Nice. Yeah, it's been simple so far. It's just me being you know, a bit slow. Okay, so let's see. So we got these. Okay, so we got these two. Those two to secure it down. And what's this long screw for? That's the front, that's the back. Did they just give me a spare screw, or did I miss one? Right, that's in pretty solid. That goes at the front, so that's a long one. That's a short one. No, maybe it was just a spare screw. Okay, let's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. Okay, I guess we just got a spare screw. That's fine. So we need to pop this switch in here. Yeah, let me guess. You meant to put this in first. Okay, fine. Fine, fine. Fine. At least it's just screws, you know. The Lynx ain't that bad. The last one I worked on I didn't stream, but like, it actually gave me no grief at all. It was just fine. You know, I just switched out the cap, switched out the power, the original power circuitry, and boom, it was just, you know, up and running. I was happy with it. Which makes a pleasant change for the Lynx. There we go. Instructions unclear. Screwed optical disc emulator to face. Oh no! Yeah, I've got a particularly badly corroded Nintendo Switch to look at. Now, that's an interesting one because the customer who sent it to me, his number one priority is to get the data off of it because it's got, you know, it's got his game saves and stuff like that on it. And that is something I can do, so that should be interesting. I'm going to see if I can fix it as well, obviously, but... yeah, tell me about it, Jason. It's like the other day when you had to run off because the hallway flooded. Felt for you at that point, Jason. I really did. Yeah, it probably would hurt if I screwed it to my face. But on the flip side, I'd have a readily available supply of Dreamcast games there. Okay, we're back at step 1, and we now have a nice little whatever that clicky does. Do you know what else I've not done is I've not plugged this in. I'm going to have to do it again. Yeah, what happened, Jason? Did you just spring a leak? Yeah, either way, yeah, fun times, I'll bet. You know, funnily enough, I live in rented accommodation, and I'm pretty certain that my landlord would be real quick to fix a water leak if it was, like, what you had to go through, because my landlord doesn't particularly like to spend money, really. Okay, so if I feed that in there. Instructions unclear. Ah, yeah, that works. Okay, that's reasonably neat. Alrighty. Oh no. Oh, sorry to hear it, Jason. Yeah. Oh, that's yeah. Actually, I've got to. You just reminded me of something there, Jason. Oh, this was funny. So a couple of years back, a guy moved in next door to me. He's not there now, but this guy was, you know, he was fairly. Let's say, I think he was inexperienced at life in general, right? He's a student guy, friendly enough, but anyway. I'm awake late one night, and it's about midnight, and I get a knock on my door. So I open up the door, and my new neighbour's standing there, and he's asking me for help. So I'm like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "My bathroom's flooding." And the first thing I did is I walked straight into his kitchen and I turned off the stop valve, you know, make sure the water stops. And anyway, to cut the long story short, he was trying to install a bidet in his bathroom, and he didn't turn the water off before doing it, and he flooded the whole bathroom. It was lucky it was tiled, actually, because it would have gone through. Would have gone through into the neighbour's place. Alright, I think we're good on the GD-Emu side of things. Yeah. If I'm correct, I think this goes like that. Yeah, it does. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it was a hell of a sight, Jason, honestly. Like, I didn't laugh in his face, but as soon as my door was closed and I'm back in my own apartment, it was just like, I busted up. God, that was funny. Poor fella. That screw's not gone on all the way. It's a bit... Feels a bit long, that. Feels surprisingly solid, though. Okay. There we are. I think that's all there is to this, actually, looking at that. That seems to be all that needs to be done on this. Bit of corrosion on this switch here, look. Oh, it's only on the metal. Alrighty, let's button it back up and see how this thing works. Yeah, it looks pretty smart, that look. Fits right in, doesn't it? Right. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Probably clipped in. Feels a bit loose, that. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, so do those go on there? No. Okay. Yeah. Right, let's get it back up. Let's get it back together. So that goes that way round. I will power this up and stream it. Yeah, the Dreamcast was an interesting console. I never owned one back in the day. Oh wow, RB King, nice. That's a good find, that. And thanks for giving me that Dreamcast, by the way. I'll show you the damage I did to that in a minute. I did it today as well. It's so annoying. I got the water too hot. And retro brighten did not go well. But I do have my eye on a very nice replacement shell for it in black. But it's one of those things that I won't be getting just yet. Okay, come on. There we go. And lastly, the last screw. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how the GD-Emu actually works. I've no idea if it gives you a menu or what. If you have to load up some software on an SD card for it. Like, I actually have no idea. Ta-da! Now, I do happen to have something useful for this. Oh god, I got spaghetti of cables here. So what we have here is something I've not plugged in, but this is the open source scan converter. I'm going to be showing you guys the captured footage from that in a minute. And I do need the Dreamcast cable, actually. I just had that. Is it next to me? Is everything next to me? Usually. Usually. Are you what I'm looking for? No, you're phoning theirs. Just bear with me. I thought I had the cable right next to me, but I suppose I don't. So, you know, go figure. I suppose now is as good an opportunity as to... This seems to be a running theme, by the way. Oh god, Jason! Oh god. How? Well, you don't know how, you just said, but no. Eyes. I hope you're okay. If you've not, you really should see some kind of medical professional like an optician then. If you've cut your eye, because that's not good. Oh, poor man. Okay, so... side, let's figure out the way this goes in. Huh, how's a serial port? Well, right, it pop the modem back in. Knowing Jason, probably cut his eye insulting Phil somehow. Right, okay, so we've got that there. Let's see if we can find enough plugs to plug this in. Okay. Right, so we've got that. Oh God, Jason, seriously? Oh, no, just no. I can't help but feel for you on that, because yeah, that just sucks. That really sucks. Just have a reach around my desk area to see if I can find a power plug. No, that's a kettle lead. Back in 2 seconds. It's funny, isn't it? You think you know where everything is, but you just don't. Let's look at the chat. Okay. That's a USB extender lead. Actually, while I'm at it, let's put the HDMI in. My crazy spaghetti junction. It's already getting messy. You know, I'm really having a moment. I'm really having a moment. Oh, wait. Aha! That's what I'm after. 1 power lead. I'll bet it is, Jason. I'll bet it is. Particularly with how meticulous you are with your own. It's making me twitch, to be fair. Good God. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Okay, fan's powered up. Okay, we've got the OSSC up. Let's see. For some reason I've flipped upside down. Let's fix that, shall we? Transform. Okay. How does this work? I have no idea. Do I just put an SD card in? Give me a moment. So, if I switch over to the desktop, let's copy that. I'm just setting up an SD card now. So, you know, you get all the fun times of watching a file transfer. I will be doing a video on retro brighting at some point. Hello, Catronics. Welcome. This one's a little bit of a different stream. It's not all repair. Some of it's repair, but this particular one's modding. Yeah, I will be doing a video on retro brighten at some point. In fact, I'm going to show you how not to retro brighten in a second. This one's funny. I feel bad. I feel bad about what happened to this. Oh, the poor thing. Good God. In fact, when I switch over to the camera view, you're going to see the horror that I have created. That's what happened. I've not rinsed this off, but you can probably see by the shape that it didn't go so well. It was tooth yellow. I mean, yeah, it's brightened up to its original color just about, but yeah, the water was too hot and it warped the plastic. Because I'm an idiot, to put it in simple terms. Right. So I think this goes... No. It goes that way. And then if we hop over to the capture view, I don't know how this works. That did something. Yeah, I'm thinking you're right, RB. I'm thinking you're right. Let's insert game disc. Press button. Nothing. Alright. Oh yeah, I said I was going to show you... Oh wait, I did show the horrors. Let's flip over back to desktop. Let's search for GD-Emu. As I say, I've never done one of these before. Yeah, we already installed it. GD-Emu software? I would have thought it would have been integrated directly onto the thing, to be fair. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Right. Okay. Software and SD prep. There we go. So you'll need blah, blah. Not supported. Okay. This already looks legit. We'll go with slow download because only $99. Yeah, no, continue. Oh, don't we all just love waiting? Kind of cool. I can feel the air coming out the side of that thing. I think the next thing I'm going to do after I've got this running, by the way, is data recovery on a V2 switch. So Jason in particular, you might find that quite interesting how I do that. I'm doing it before I repair it. Come on. Come on. Start download. Well, maybe they should, yeah, or at least include an SD card or something, you know. Whatever. I mean, you get what you pay for, right? And this was cheap, so... Yeah, WisePods, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm prepping that. Speaking of which, grab the SD card. Don't want to sacrifice what's on that one, actually, so let's just grab a rando. Yeah, that's what I'll do. $16 gig card should be enough for a test. Wait, that had Mac OS on it. Oh, come back. What? Fine. Let's give that a directory. I don't care what it's called. Fine. Always scan. Fat 16 wouldn't make much sense. Fat 32 maybe. Alright, so let's pick that up. Menu. I don't know how that works. Okay, I guess you add ISOs to this. I don't know. Let's try. Alright, let's try that. Okay, that seems simple enough. Yeah, interesting console, the Dreamcast. 200 megahertz processor on the thing as well. Pretty beefy for its time. I had a cut down version of Windows CE, which made it a little bit easier for game developers. Rumours are that the original Xbox was sort of a Dreamcast 2, and I can kind of see why people think that. How's the audio, by the way? Is it too loud? It's probably... yeah, I was a bit close actually there. Come on. Let's see if that worked. See if it needs a lid down. I don't think it does. Oh wait, we got something. Oh, check it out. Okay. Oh, it seems to be working, right? Neat. Okay. Feels like it loads as slow as a CD. Oh my god, how many introduction screens are there? Come on! Okay. That's some old school footage right there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess we can say we've modded this. But it would be rude for me not to quickly try it out, right? Play a Stone Cold, why not? Select defaults, let's go. Let's see how bad these old games are on the Dreamcast. Okay, how do I move? Okay, with the D-pad, you don't... oh god, look how terrible the animations are. Oh my god. I'll punch you, bro. Ah. Apparently I can't play games for crap. Okay. Okay. I can... okay. That's enough of getting my butt handed to me. Alright. That job's a good one. That's all I need to know. So that's the Dreamcast done. Nice and simple. And an original optical drive. Quite a bit beefier as well. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty fairly straightforward installation right there. Neato burrito. Oh man, Wisepods, that sucks. Oh well, you know. I'm glad you bounced back from being robbed though, because I understand you you lost all your money and stuff, didn't you? And that really sucks. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. So that is one. Well, I wouldn't really call it a repair because it was a mod, but that's that out of the way. So let's just tidy up this workspace a little bit. There we go. Good lord, the wires. There we go. Sweet. So the next thing on the agenda would be this, and by extension this. This is the working switch, and that is an OSSC, J-boy. It is. This is actually a Chinese-made one, and if you take a look, it's kind of obvious when you look closely because, well, it can either be no or off. Genuine, original. It's open source, Jay. They're all exactly the same. They have exactly the same chips, exactly the same software. I mean, it's in the name, OSSC, open source scan converter. Anybody who has the designs can make these. That's perfectly fine. They're not really clones. They are the original. That's something a lot of people forget. But yeah. They're not really clones. Don't think of them as clones because they're open source. I got that one off AliExpress, by the way. Works just fine. Although I have unfortunately misplaced the remote. That's around somewhere. Oh no, I can see it. It's right near me actually. Actually, let me grab that. Yeah, comes with that. It's kind of a nice little remote. It's just a standard universal remote with this fascia sticker over the top. Where would I recommend getting one? As I say, I got mine off AliExpress. I don't remember the explicit seller. I could probably find out for you. In fact, I'll just take a quick pause and have a look for you, Jay. Just give me 1 second. I can link you the exact seller that I bought off. Bear with me. Always happy to help. Happy to help. Let me just get all signed in to AliExpress. I did indeed get it all working. Come on, Ali. Still loading. Loading, please wait. God, AliExpress is slow today. Right, let me share my desktop. So, let's have a look. Right. Switch parts, switch parts. Switch shells. Got to go further back in time. I don't know if the chat's lagging, Wisepods, but you're like miles behind what I'm doing. So there's my microscope. Good price for the scope, that. Game Gear stuff. I know there's an OSSC in here somewhere. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it looks like the seller I bought off doesn't have that particular listing anymore. Maybe they still sell them, though. Let's have a look. Yeah, looks like their store may have closed. Nah, I'm afraid you're out of the luck there, Jay. Unfortunately. Let's just check the scope's working. It is not because I've unplugged something. Good, that's working. Right, sorry, J-Boy. Yeah, looks like the seller I bought from is out of business. So yeah, what we have here is a switch with, as I say, this one works. This one's been dead to water damage. As far as I'm aware, this is what the customers told me. We'll get this under the scope in a minute, but I'm going to prioritize backing up the user data because they want their game saves from their games. Now to do that, I'm using this version 1 switch. That's an AND module from this switch. So this is the water damage switch and the NAND module's in a good switch. The idea is I'm going to back up the user partition, which will allow me to then at least have the game saves off of this one, and then we'll try to repair this once we've got it backed up. So it's a pretty straightforward process. You might notice I've got this RCM jig. So what we're going to do is get that booted into RCM mode. And to do that, I need a USB cable. I know I have one. I know I have several. Oh, here we go. Excellent. So, there's a few bits I need here actually. I'm going to need this as well at some point. Whoa! What did I miss? Okay. What happened there, RB King? Was that spam? I assume that was spam. Well, thanks, RB. If there was spam, there was spam. So, as I say, let's get this show on the road. So first of all, I'm going to boot this into recovery mode. So I'm just going to hold that volume button, hit that. This should now be waiting for a payload. Oh, okay, RB. Thanks. Thanks. I don't really want the spam being the channel being spammed up. So yeah, I appreciate that. And then let's just get. I'm going to use the phone to do the injection. This is a bit of a strange setup because I'm also using the phone to stream. There we go. Here you can see that what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up this user partition. I don't think there's enough space on this SD card, unfortunately, but we can get around that. Yeah, not enough space, that's fine. So if we close that, what I can do is pop this in. Yeah, I do ask, by the way, Wise Pods, go easy on the chat. Let other people have a chance to say what they want to say as well, okay? You know, I'd rather not have the chat just one person. That's all. Yeah, I probably will be able to repair it, but the customer's priority are the game saves. So, you know, I figure the best thing to do for now is to actually back up the game saves. So what I'm doing here, by the way, to anybody who doesn't know, is I'm using a tool called Hecate, and Hecate allows us to boot this custom software on a version 1 switch. The NAND module is from a version 2 switch, but we don't really care about that for this because we're not trying to run the NAND module, we just want a backup. So if we go to Tools, Backup eMMC and Backup User, it then complains about power, of course it does. Alright. Fine. This is just one of the version 1 switches I've got knocking around. As we can see, that's backing up the user partition. And it's backing up to CF2153B7. Okay. This water damage switch could be a bit of an issue because the customer that wants me to repair this has already put it through an ultrasonic cleaner, which unfortunately has had the poor side effect of removing any visual indicators for me to go by. I know the rough areas that were affected from a picture I was shown. But yeah. Oh, it wasn't so much about that switch being weird about the power cable. The problem there is it was plugged into my phone. I used the phone to inject a payload that allows the custom software to boot, Hecate. You can use it to boot Homebrew, which is precisely what I'm doing right now. I'm loading up some Homebrew that allows us to do things like this. Quite surprising, this user data is almost 2.5 gigabytes. It looks like my customer's got quite a lot of game saves. I've no idea what they are. Well, there we go, we've got that backed up. So I can turn this off now. We'll just pop that aside. And let's just get the power back to my phone, which I'm using as a side camera. There we go. So this is the offending switch. I'm going to do the usual. Probe around the caps, check the port, you know. Standard stuff, and for some reason one of those is plugged in. Happy days. Fairly new switch this as well, 2020. I feel sorry for my customer on this one. It's, you know, it always sucks to have a new one go. Come on, come on. Oh, this one's really stuck in. There we go, finally. Ooh, I might get to use my new board holder in anger now. I've never used this before. I'm excited. So yeah, we're going to start with the usual. Let's see. In fact, we'll really start with the usual. Let's do a visual inspection. Oh, okay. So it looks like there's a lot of thermal paste on the board. I can already see some corrosion around this area on that cap. That looks like it's had heat damage. Moderate heat damage. Should still work. What else we got on here? That looks fine, that looks fine. Yeah, Jason, I don't know if you're still watching, but I assume you were talking about a heat shield for this connector for the Joy-Con. Yeah, for the Joy-Con. So I suspect BQ could be faulty. Alright, so we've got EMI filter. Haven't checked around M92. Looks like some work could have been done around here. That looks damaged. Let's zoom in on that. That resistor looks like it's gone, doesn't it? Look at that. Oh, yeah. Is that just corrosion? Looked like the pad was completely gone. Okay, well, I better probe around that area as well. Let's check the underside. Okay, looks like there could be the remnants of some corrosion around P13. Okay, that all looks fine. Power management IC. Oh, look at this. What is this? Yeah, I know, Jason. I've never seen a resistor go like this either. Fortunately, I think I have. I think I have a buck of resistors for this, so that might be good. I think they're the right size. Yeah, I do. I have one of those. One of these sample buck things. Oh, my camera's not right there either. Let's quickly fix that. Yeah, I think you've got these as well, Jason, actually. Very handy. I need to get more of those ordered, actually, for caps and other bits. But yeah, okay. So that resistor... Well, who knows if that's any good or not. Now, what's interesting to look at as well is these caps have perfectly shiny solder. We can see a glob here. It looks like M92's been worked on before because that solder's globbed. I don't know where you can see that. This has definitely been looked at before. It's not a problem, per se. Depends what the previous tech did. Okay. Okay. Let's inspect the port. Let's have a look. How's support looking? I think the port's okay. I'm not sure how well it's showing on the camera there. Looks okay to me anyway. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus better on it than I can. Yeah, port looks fine. Yeah, it is a gooey substance. Let's let's not go there, RB King. One too many waifu games, maybe. No, it looks like it could be Flux. If I had to guess, I'd say it's Flux. Alright, let's start probing anyway, shall we? Yeah, I think that filter's fine. Fuse seems to be okay. We're missing some solder mass there as well. Okay. Well, I think BQ may be okay. Clearly it's been replaced before. I can tell by the damage around this. Was it on the LCD driver or backlight driver? Are you talking about the resistor, Jason? It was just next to M92, if that's what you're talking about. It seems to be testing okay. What is this? Okay. Alright, we've probably got P13 problem. I don't think we have a problem with M92, but you never know, do you? Because it's clearly been worked on. $100K. Okay, let's see if we can test that. Let me see what reading we get off of it. It's reading. Yeah, it's reading 94, 95. That's 10, 100. I think that's 200. Depends how that's wired, I guess, doesn't it? 100. Okay. I think the resistor's alright, actually. Interesting. Okay. Well, while I'm at it, I'm just going to probe around a few other areas. I'm pretty sure I've got to do P13, though. Let's see what we got on screen. There we go. Okay, that's ground. They're all ground, aren't they? Yeah. What? Oh yeah, this is a newer one, isn't it? I haven't worked on one of these new ones before. I'm used to there being a chip right here, but there is not. Third one down's a cap, really? Oh, you might be right looking at that. It's kind of hard to tell at this zoom level. Let's have a closer look. Yeah, actually, Jason, I think you're right. That does look like a cap. Not sure how well that shows. Yeah, pretty sure that is a cap. Okay. Now, I have made the customer aware that I may not be able to rescue this one physically, but we can definitely get the data at least. But if it's just P13, this shouldn't be too bad. Let's just check on this side now then. Because if P13's gone, there's a chance other stuff around it's gone, right? So, yeah, P13 needs doing. Huh. Yeah, okay. Right, that one's good. Oh, we're all blurry. All blurry. Let me fix that for you guys. You guys and gals. There we go. Yeah, this is a switch. Dejected. Yeah, Jason, I know you know your switch stuff. Let's just say you're switched on. Alright. Right, let's get that off and see if it relieves the shorts now. No. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, you know what? I haven't streamed in a while and I kind of missed it actually. Kind of glad I'm back. Maybe it'd be better if I do it this way around. There we go. Interesting little board holder, this. Yeah, that'll do. Just get some of the plastic away from my hot air gun. Right, let's get stuck in. So what we got the air at, 180 is not going to melt anything. Welly that up to 460. That's what I like to have it at 60% airflow, and I've got the nozzle I like to use. And let's get a decent pair of tweezers while we're at it. That should do the job. Yeah, I need to get myself some super precision tweezers at some point. These are pretty good, but yeah. Come on, chip. Oh, we're getting shiny now. That's a good sign. Oh dear. Well, I just sent that into the void. I hope that'll fix it. Welcome. Welcome. Let me just fix that. I just knocked something there. This is fiddly. Yep, done Technic. I did spot that. Cap is back. It'll get a proper reflow in a minute anyway. Just don't want to go losing it. Alright, let's see. Let's let that cool off a bit actually, and then we'll see if the short's gone. Should be. Yeah, doing okay, Dad. Dad will fix it. Ooh, that's bad, isn't it? Short's not relieved. Oh, that usually points to something a bit more nefarious, doesn't it? Hmm. Last time I saw this... Have we got a short to ground? Do we have that everywhere? No, we don't, do we? Nah, Micro, this ain't retro. But then again, the Switch came out a few years ago, so, you know. Ayo. I've got a feeling this is going to be the APU. Yeah, could be, Jason. Could be. It would make sense, wouldn't it? I don't know a reliable way to test for that, Jason. Are there any particular caps you'd suggest testing on here? I'm in diode mode anyway. Oh, this doesn't look good. Yeah. This is a no fix. Is the stream dead? Yeah, this... Pin 18 of M92. I think it's a CPU, Jason. Looking at this. But let's do your suggestion. you know, I will happily defer to your experience on this because I know you know your stuff. So pin 18. I'm pretty sure that CPU is dead. So 453. That's fine. That's fine. So, I think pin 1's there, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm getting 335 on diode mode on that. Yeah, 335, 337, roughly. I think this is a no fix, Jason, because that CPU was, it wasn't looking good on diode mode. Every single cap. They were all reading like 0.02. Well, 0.002. They all read as if they're shorted straight to ground, right? You thinking M92? I mean, I could take M92 off and I could check again, right? I mean, M92's clearly been worked on. I would have assumed on this case, CPU. I mean, I can remove M92. Usually, yeah. Let's try. Let's try. I can pop M92 off. I've got a few M92s anyway, so... Not M92. Oh, right. I'm just not following what you mean. Okay. Normal CPU, really? I know a lot of them read low, but not all of them, surely. Right? Oh, there's a P13 I lost. Great. Need more information. Let's find out. So what have we got? We have got... all CPU caps low. Very low. Oh, that one's fine. You were saying bottom right. Port bin removed. Let's have a look. Caps around BQ are testing fine. Port looks slightly melted. Might not be original. This might have been replaced. No, it can't be because the top... yeah, that's not had solder on. Jason, there's lag. There's lag, dude. Seriously, there's a big delay on this stream. I can tell there's a big delay. You're telling me to do stuff that I was doing probably 2 minutes ago. I need to sort out some low latency or something. I have stopped testing those caps. I have checked the bottom cap on M92. On that, we're reading a voltage drop of, I think it was about 350. Yeah, 350. Ground. That's a resistor, that's a resistor. We're getting 470 there. You can't see what I'm doing. Yes, it was, Jason. Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was shorted. That's why I said, like, that's not a good sign. If you, yeah. So, let me see if I can show you. So, this is that cap above P13. I can get it to... Definitely not good. See, that's why I said I think this is a dead CPU. I don't think there's much point me wasting any more time on this repair. This is a no fix. This is definitely a no fix. What I will do, I'll put the P13 back. Now the customer's told me that this is his personal switch. And I think a prior repair has been attempted, so I don't know what damage may have been done to this. And as I say, customers told me that it's been in an ultrasonic before. Hey Jinxie, welcome to the party. Yeah, it's bad news, unfortunately. However, I have managed to retrieve the data off of its NAND, so that's a good sign. That's good, at least. At least it's not a complete bust in terms of the customer not getting what they wanted, because they said the most important thing was their game save. So we can get that for them at least. Now I think my customer actually does like to repair things like this himself, so he'll probably want this back. So I'll put the chip back at least. Your meter beeps weird when stuff is shorted. That threw me off. Yeah, Jason, it's a cheap meter. You know, it's probably not up to par with what you've got. I imagine, like, I don't know what meter you actually use, Jason, but if I had to guess, because you seem to be quite a discerning individual with equipment, I would say you probably have a fluke, but I can't remember. I can't even remember, Captain. I don't remember which way around P13 goes anymore. I think it's that way. Been a while. Yeah, it is that way. No worries, Jinxie. That's, I don't care about getting this on right, because system's as dead as a dodo. It's only really as good as a donor system now, I think. Siglent benchtop meter. Luke sucks. Siglent, really? I'll check them out, Jason. I want a better meter than I've got. Yeah, that's not soldered brilliantly, but it's dead. Knocking out 12 hours doing taxi work. Damn, dude. That's some hefty shift right there. Alrighty. Core switch, no fix. Dead CPU. But I have managed to back up the memory, so there's one plus to that. Let's kill that. And I do have another couple of jobs to get done. So, yeah, well, what's this thing? This thing, I think it was 6,000. Yeah, this thing's 6,000 Chinese counts. So, be that as it may, right? It's a bit like those power supplies bought from China, the really cheap DC ones that are just meant for gizmos. Like they say they're 1 amp, give or take 60%. Usually take. Shame. It's always a shame when a switch dies, isn't it? Good for donor parts, I suppose. So, Jinxie, quick question, being that you're doing taxi work. I think, was it recently you were saying you were doing the knowledge? I can't remember now. Like, time's a blur. Or have you been a taxi driver for a while? I might be getting you mixed up with somebody else. Oh, let's at least put this back how I got it. Alright. Now we got another job to do. And it's with my favourite console. Yeah, one of these again. Should be a simple job, it's just replace the speaker. The one in it just sounds like trash, basically. Oh, okay, Jinxie. Well, nice. Nice. Let's get this out of the road. Get out me road cable. There we go. Yeah, 2 months. That flew. That flew. It. I mean, I remember you talking about it. It sure as heck flies. Oh, hey Richie, welcome. Welcome. Good to have you on board. Hey, we're actually back to retro repair now. It took three threes, I assume 3 tries to get my license all in. Yeah, it's not too bad. Bad at all, actually. Assuming you meant 3 tries. I think you did. You know, I can drive a car, but good luck taxi driving. I'd get the customer lost. Can't even find stuff on my own bench. Never mind. Never mind getting somebody else where they need to be. Oh, this is clipped together nicely. Okay. Oh, there we go. I tell you what, 12-hour days would definitely knacker me out. Are you Are you working for an actual taxi firm, Jinxie, or are you kind of independent? Out of curiosity. Like Uber style or with a rank? Okay. I promise, Jason, I will not swear while doing this. I would mute myself before I swear. You can use a sat nav. Well, you know, we do live in the 21st century, right? You know, that's a thing now. I mean, is it really cheating? I mean, let's face it, the most important thing about a taxi is being able to get somebody who's inebriated home. Or from the airport, that's the other one. Right, there we go. So we just got to get this bad boy out and swap her out. And I'll be king. I have something to show you, actually. Yeah. So you asked me, RB, if the Lynx 1 speaker was compatible with the Lynx 2. Yeah, this is a Lynx 1 speaker. Look at the size of that. Beefcake compared to this one, right? So no. But here's our dinky little replacement. Yeah, it looks more or less the same. What is that? 0.5 watts? Is that original 0.5? 0.2. Oh, this could be louder. Gosh, I always hate these sort of things. Everything about the Lynx is designed specifically to irritate. Use Right, I'm just going to catch up on the chat. Let's see what everybody's saying. Self-employed, but working with a taxi company, but have my own little business. Oh, nice one, Jinxie. Good on you. Good on you. I see my name was tagged above. Yeah, this is the one I didn't have any problems with. I'll be absolutely right. Yep, it is an Atari Lynx. This is an Atari Lynx 2, Richie, by the way. Sorry, I didn't catch all the chat. I just ruined the recording being a potty mouth. It's so easy to do, Micro. It really is. The only problem with this one is this speaker's super tinny. That's all that's up with it. It's not a Lynx video without me swear. I suppose that's true. But, you know, Jason had a real good point the other day, though. You know, like I was swearing with his kid around. I didn't know his kid was around, but it's not about Jason. It's about general viewership, right? Not everybody is going to be of an age that it's necessarily appropriate for me to be saying cuss words, you know. I swear like a trooper at work. At least with my colleagues. Not at them. Usually at the software I'm trying to debug. Ooh, there we go, that's almost got it. There we go. Should be a quick swap. Should be, being the keyword. Oh, good. Thought my soldering iron wasn't going to power on them. Come on, Mr. Cable. There we go. Ah, the sooner I build that solder fume extractor I've been designing, the better. Interesting, this looks like it's been pre-tinned. Where is it? Yeah. Honestly, Jason, the whole eyeball cutting thing, like, I have a thing about being squeamish about eyes, right? Like, I really do. And each time you say it, I'm just envisaging, like, I don't know, the movie Hostel or something. Okay. Tell you what, absolutely everything about this console is fiddly. Like, absolutely everything. Just wasn't my normal steady self today. Micro, it happens. It really does. It happens. We all have days like that, right? You know, even us reserved Brits, you know, we have our days. Just ask RB. In fact, it was because of one of these gits that I nearly flipped out myself. It really made me wig out. This really doesn't want to go in. Come on. Don't make me swear. Fiddlesticks. Oh, fiddlesticks, old chaps. Oh, fiddlesticks. Seriously, like, come on. I can't go leaving it in all like that. It'll come loose. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty. Hey class, welcome. Class as class. So what you're seeing now is me just, you know, fumbling around with a speaker. This should have been like the easiest, quickest, most, yep, in you go jobby ever, but no, it's an Atari, Atari being Atari. Or some right censored bleep sounds. gosh, come on. Here we go. Why? Why? You see, I wear glasses, so if anything happens to me, it's got to come through my glasses, which, to be fair, would mean I'd probably wouldn't have eyes left at the end of that. Oh, wait, did that do it? Nearly, no, but nearly. No. It lied to me. Right before last night. It is determined to make me swear. It wants to. It's craving it. It's craving it. Do you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to set up a button on OBS that I can press. I'm going to set it up next to me. Little red button I'm thinking I'll make. When I hit it, it's just going to play a bleep sound and mute my mic. Yeah, tell me about it, Jinxie. Tell me about it. Absolutely. You see, it should just be a case of, pop the speaker in, right? That's all this should be. Pop it in. And there's some little simple clips. But no, it's having a pop at me. Because you would think that you would just go plop, job done. Oh gosh, Jason, seriously, you're making me cringe. You poor thing. Oh, you poor chap. I really hope your eye's okay. Just keep an eye on it, because the last thing you want is an infection. Yeah! Why? 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 What do I have to do? Do I have to sacrifice a goat at dawn to get this in or something? Like, how? Why? Why were you not? Could somebody perform the summoning ritual of Lord please? The destroyer of timelines. Made for Atari Lynx is my ass. Okay. What? Oh yeah, I am blaming you, RB. I am. I mean, it's almost in. Seriously, like, what do you have to do to get this in? Well, let's try. Okay. All right, let's try. Let's try a slightly different angle. Let's try. Do you know those children's toys? but you have to get the shapes through. It's like that. To be fair, Micro, though, you're a talented technician, you know, like, oh, come on. You're a talented technician. I think you could get a speaker in. Me, though, you know, Hulk smash. Fine, alright, I know what I'm going to try. I don't want to do this, but I'm probably going to have to. Let's see how it does this work. Can I just take the whole thing out with just the 4 screws, the 5 and 6 screws? I think I can. I don't think I did play tribute to the Atari god. No. This is the problem. I've angered this machine spirit, and I haven't anointed it with the sacred machine oils of the Omnissiah, so it's upset with me. I didn't sing the correct binaric hymns. Might have to, worst case, RB. Yeah, I think I can possibly get away without doing that, though. Will this come... Oh, no, I guess the LCD's in the way, isn't it? Fine. What I'm going to try and do is press it in with pliers. But I need to get at the actual frame to be able to do that, because it won't just clip in like I've just tried, so... It's not the last one. Actually, I do have another repair I would like to do on this stream of that original Atari Lynx. I'm going to use a logic probe to check if the RAM chips are functioning or not. Might even bust out the, my brand new toy. My, oscilloscope. Now, if I just put that on top, that should keep dust off of the visor. And then, you know, I might be able to clip it in. There we go, that got it. Nothing like a bit of brute force. Well, yeah, maybe, class. Maybe. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Also. Yeah. Let's get this back together. Get it back together. So LCD is there. Perhaps the machine spirits are willing. Yeah, perhaps the machine spirits are willing. We'll see. To be fair, actually, I kind of like Electro Cop RB. It's really not that bad. I kind of dig the soundtrack. It's got a very, very retro soundtrack. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I got no issues with ElectroCop. Because ElectroCop is the cop. Can't be stopped. And I didn't swear at this Lynx. Yet. Yeah, how's this looking? Ooh, you know what? I might get away with it without having to worry. Ha 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 ha. Maybe I've spoken too soon. But I believe that this Atari's machine spirit, it is willing. Do. Yeah, this the original Lynx repair should be interesting if we can get it running. I hope we can. And Al Gray, who may still be in the chat, she bought me the Logic Probe because she's awesome. It's only a cheap one, but might do the job. Let's check the front of that. That looks looking good. Or is it? Is that dust? Gosh darn it, that's dust. Alright. What I really need are one of those, you know, those battery-powered air compressors. That's what I need. At some point. Not like the ridiculous bench air compressors. I'm just talking like an alternative to cans of compressed air, you know, just for dusting. Keep that face down. Let's get a dry cotton bud on this. There's like bits of dust under the fascia. You can probably see it there on the camera, actually. You see how there's all this dust around? Double check it's not on the top. No, it's not. It's under the it's under the thing. Alright, good night, Richie. Have a good one. Hope to see you again. But yeah, this particular Lynx, it gave me a real easy time, actually. It was like, to get it back up and running again, it really was just swap out the power circuitry and the caps, and it was as good as new. You know, it just sprung back into life, which was great. It's exactly what we want to see. An Opola. I'll check that out. I'll Google that later. Yeah, I did use compressed air, and I still want to keep some around, you know, just for spraying on PCBs as freeze spray when looking for shorts. Yeah, no worries, Richie. Like I say, have a good one. Take care. I hope to see you again. Here we go. Well, it's no worse or better than it was. I guess that's fine. And, yeah, let's get this back together. Oh, this is always fun. I just love this part of putting together a Lynx. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Like, you may remember me from such streams as bleep 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 when doing this. But this time I'm going to take it slowly and steadily. There we go, that's that in. reason this is such a an annoyance... Oh, damn it. Did I do the classic mistake I always make? I did, didn't I? Let's... Come on. Come on, you're so close. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, yes. Okay. Yeah, these are just an absolute bugger to get together. Lord knows why Atari made them so annoying to put that together. They're not too bad to get apart, but, you know, doing this part, you can see I'm basically doing hand gymnastics to get this in. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. The Opola is a rechargeable air duster. I got this as using compressed air was getting too much liquid coming out. Yeah, yeah. It's fine for working on electronic PCBs and stuff, but it's no good for things like cleaning screens, right? Oh, for the love of all that's holy. Alright, okay, I know what's going on here. If you're having trouble with these, if you're ever working on one, do you see this connector here? It has like a weird sort of pull tab on it. You have to pull that out and sort of feed the cable into the little slot on the rear, which is surprisingly hard. I think I've nearly got it, like... I think. No, I'm not sure. But this is the problem. They're an absolute nightmare of a job to get in. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's it. That's it. Hey, I did it. And I did it without swearing. I'm proud of myself. Maybe now I can get the other cables in. It's okay, Jason. You can tell him it's fine. It's fine. He won't say any bad words, and I won't. I promise you, I won't. I'm a man of my word. That's still funny, though. How old's your son, anyway, Jason? Out of curiosity. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, Jason, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Gosh, golly, gosh, gee whiz, gee willikers. Oh, muffins. There we go, done it. Okay, Jason. But you see, I've got alternative words. Oh, muffins. Yeah, I need this. Golly gosh, gee willikers. Oh Lord, yeah, I may have said some inappropriate words for a 13-year-old watching. That's for sure. Oh, did you get the KSGA, Jinxie, the KSGER? Because they really are good for the money. I mean, they're not the best on the market, but like honestly, you can't go wrong with it. I mean, they're light years ahead of those cheapies, right? They really are. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. No. There we go. Yeah, Jason, I'm excited to show you something actually in a minute. I've got nice new toy, my oscilloscope. And actually, it's surprisingly good, and with a little bit of hardware and software modification, you can take it way beyond its... Oh, you got the Quicko. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Jinxie that, the Quicko. But yeah, with the oscilloscope I've got, it's Handtech 100 megahertz, I believe, and you can unlock it to 200 megahertz, which is really cool. Just a simple software modification. With this one weird trick. Hey, you know, I could do that on stream, actually. I've been meaning to. Couldn't I? Could live modifier Oscillo. Just live streams even. Everybody has their own taste, Jason. You know, I don't take any offense to that. None at all. Right, let's see how amazing ElectroCop is. Yes, for the modification of the oscilloscope, I've been needing one of those. Yeah, what's strange, Jason, is Handtech. They're a budget oscilloscope manufacturer, Chinese. But most of the scopes they sell will go to 200 megahertz comfortably. They have the hardware installed, but they're basically just limited by the firmware. And the only difference in the model numbers is the firmware. Crazily, as insane as that sounds, kind of weird, but I guess it is what it is. Now, hopefully all the buttons still work properly on this. Cover on right, there we go. Oh, that's much better than the other speaker. Hopefully my noise cancellation isn't killing the audio. That sounds good, actually. That sounds great. Right, great. We're done with that. Now, I have a question. I have a question for anybody who can answer it on this next thing. So, let me bring the scope over. So it's kind of beefy. Kind of beefy, this thing. But yeah. Oh, I still have a cable attached. So my question to you guys is, what's this connector called? What is this? I mean, I know this is an Oscilloscope Pro, but what specifically is this end attachment called? This kind of connector. Your power supply was unlocked to higher resolution with a firmware upgrade. Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, 100 megahertz. Let's zoom in. Yeah, 100 megahertz. And just a firmware upgrade. I mean, yeah, supposedly I've not had this open yet. But supposedly there is some hardware inside this that has TTL points, some TTL connectors inside for TTL logic programming the firmware. Apparently it's as easy as just modding that. Actually, I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to pop this to the side. Get something else that needs some TLC. Assuming I can find it. Where'd I put it? The big problem I'm having right now, folks, is I very recently tied it up, as crazy as that might sound looking at this trash heap right here, but like I did. And move things around. That was my first mistake. So what I'm doing is searching around for that Lynx 1 that's dead. I swear I updated that bot to actually put people's names first as well. And there's what I'm after. So what I want to know with this one is whether we're actually getting any kind of activity on some of the chips on it. So I took off the original power refresh I did on this. That needs to go back on. But there's not much to do that, so let's do that. Okay. Look at the size of these. Look at the size of this PCB. It's massive. You called this thing a handheld. You gave this to a child back when this was out, like they'd be like, "Dad, I can't lift it." What the heck? What are you? There's a critter on this. And you see this critter? What are you? You're a ladybug. That's what I get for leaving my window open. Alright, anyway, let's get some things installed. Yeah. Getting deja vu doing this. Personally, I don't really see the appeal of Atari systems like this, but you know, they have their cult following. That's for certain. Mind you, I guess everybody has different taste. Ready? Yeah, you actually dejected. You think that Atari Lynx I was just holding's chunky? What I was just holding was the Lynx 2. Let me show you something. This is the Lynx 2. I'm a bit zoomed in, actually. Alright, Jinxie, have a good one. It's good having you along, though. Hope you sleep alright. So, Lynx 2, sorry. Lynx 1. I mean, like, what? Just, also, hello. That's me. Hello. But yeah, that's... Yeah. Yeah. That's a bit much. It's just... Yeah. Enough said. Handheld, they said. Handheld. I mean, actually, let's go with some scale. Sorry, I can't get over this. Old handheld, new handheld. Well, which would you rather have, right? Huge. It's huge. Anywho, I'm going way off on a wild tangent. There we go. Bigger screen and a bit thinner. It's a lot thinner. A lot thinner. Lynx. There's the Lynx. Shame this one's a bit knackered. These are both RB Kings. This one, as far as I'm aware, is dead, but I want to see if I can find which chip's gone. Yeah, look at the difference. Look at that. That's the difference. Yeah, this was a dead Switch I bought. It's now my personal Switch. Well, I really need to replace the digitizer and shell on this. I haven't used it in a while. Anyway. Yeah, this poor Lynx. Look at a poor thing. Look at that. Poor thing. I feel sorry for it. It needs tender loving care. And even though when it comes to Lynxes and me, it's more like an abusive relationship with a back forth. LCD mod for the Lynx is a pain in the ass. Well, yeah, I don't know. Never done it. Probably. It involves a Lynx, so probably. Mind you, the LCD mod for the Game Gear is a bit of a pain. Particularly if you've never done it before. I've done a few now, so that's not so bad for me, but I can see why it gives a lot of people grief. Although when you kind of intermediate with soldering, it's actually a good little thing to do. It's feels like quite an accomplishment. I remember my mate Vince on YouTube. Great channel if you've not watched him. I know quite a few people here probably have, but when he was sort of more intermediate level than he is now, because he's come a long way, he's improved an awful lot. He did some Game Gear LCD modding. And yeah, it's actually a recommended project for getting a bit better with a soldering iron. Yeah, there's a lot of wires and a lot of modifications, RB. There really is. There we go. We've got that position. Let's get some zoom. Yeah, you can see those caps are marked when I did that. Whoops. There we go, there we go. Let's move that over. Yeah, at some point I want to practice on a PlayStation 4 as well, a dead one. Funnily enough, just yesterday, I went to take out my garbage and somebody had thrown out a PlayStation 4 retail box. So me being me, I fetched it in because I am planning to repair a PS4 at some point that I buy broken. And, well, why not have retail boxing for it, right? Yeah, this needs to come back a little bit, I think. Great, that's where I want it. Perfectamundo. Ugh. 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 Oh, plasticky. Now, there were a couple of transistors that I took off. Oh, there they are, Q13, Q4. Okay. That's easy enough. Okay, I think this is mostly cleaned up. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. Do love solder wick. Can't go wrong with a good bit of solder wick. Such as that. You know, my rubbishy eyes, I'm gonna scope. And I'm not even at the part where I'm doing diagnostics on what I want to do yet, but I will get there. To the right, to the right, to the right. There we go. That's the area I want to be in. So let's do this. There we go. I do love soldering. I really do. I equally like figuring out problems, you know? There's just something cathartic about it when you actually figure it out. When you that like initial sensation you get when you finally cracked a problem that you feel like you've been smashing your head into a wall with, it's just such a great feeling, right? I mean, I bet most of you guys watching who like do your own repair stuff, I bet you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, my focus is a bit rubbish, isn't it? Let me fix that. You know, I have a remote somewhere for this microscope camera, and it's somewhere probably within arm's reach. I have no idea where, as always. Oh, there it is. Let's see what we can do with this. Evening, Wayne. Welcome. Welcome. Oh god, please don't tell me I just changed language. Okay, great. No exposure. Oh, come on. Come on, give me there we go. Okay, that's made no difference. Okay, that's making it washed out, so let's turn that down. How does that look? Is that a bit too dim? I think that's okay. There we go. Yeah, good to have you, Wayne. So I'm just sort of, I'm just working on a original Lynx. I've modded a Dreamcast today. I've no fix to switch because the CPU's dead. But the most important thing about that one was data recovery anyway. What else have I done? I've done the speaker on a Lynx 2. And now we're going to see if we can get to the root cause of what's up with this beast. This beastie beast. Oh. I hate opening these things. I'm always afraid I'll like flip the components across the room, you know. There we go. I nearly did flip that one across the room. Whoops. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I really do want to try out some more modern console repair. I like retro too. No. There we go. Get that soldered into place. I managed to take a power management IC off a 1S along with several caps. The caps were intentional. weren't intentional. Yeah, it's so easy. It's so easy to do stuff like that. Like, it really is. Right, that's that one. And let's do Q4. You know, my Master System if you like. Master System's a good machine. 9-volt center negative on the power supply though, Wayne. That's what you're after. Tell you, the hardest things about the Master Systems to find these days are actually the control pads, of all things. The control pads are just so hard to find. There we go. Now, I guess we're going to need a way to feed this thing power. Okay. You should talk to Chris about the Switch. We're looking for one that needs an LCD. Possible sale there if you want to get rid. Oh, wow, really? Wow. Wow, finding finding examples like that these days is real tough. That's pretty impressive, though. Not gonna lie, that's pretty impressive. Alright, one of these capacitors, this one I think, yeah, this one will trigger power on, so we can jerry-rig this to get the machine to switch on. So if I switch to the overhead cam, there we go. I've actually got something else on my backlog to do. This is just a personal thing, by the way, but I'm sure being though we're talking about Segas, need to fix this whole thing. No idea what's up with it. Got it in a job lot. Definitely needs some love though, right? And in case you didn't know, 16-bit. Dusty. Beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Alrighty, let's jerry-rig this anyway. You betting it's the mic ELCs? It could be, but it could also be the RAM chips. It might not even be those chips at all. It could be something completely different. But I've got a feel. I mean, it could be the clock circuit. If it's a clock circuit, happy days. We can probably rebuild that. You know, if the crystal's gone, we can just replace the crystal. It depends, but I'll be able to actually check that now that I've got the oscilloscope, right? Which is actually what I intend to do. I intend to hook up the scope, see if we've got any actual activity going on. It's a Mark II, no power or FLE, console controller, Sonic the Hedgehog cartridge and carry case. Couldn't turn it down. Sonic the Hedgehog cartridge, that's interesting, because if it's come with the cartridge, that's probably an Alex the Kid console then. Because Sonic or Alex the Kid was usually built in on the Mark IIs. There's a little ROM chip. What's very interesting is it's actually possible to mod a Master System and put any game you want on them. Because it's built-in game. Just requires replacing that ROM chip with an EEP ROM. Alright, so we're probably going to want to probe it from this side. Let's get Electro-Cop while we're at it. Be ridiculous if this just powered up now, wouldn't it? Let's get rid of that piece of metal. Voltage, have I got that set to 4.9 volts? Yeah, that should be safe. That shouldn't hurt anything. Yep, same behavior as before. White screen. So now we can check if we've got any activity. So let's do that. This is going to be interesting. Let's try with the oscilloscope first. Not sure how I'm going to do this on camera because that thing's beefy. We'll move this here. And then we'll put this beefcake here. Actually, I'm not sure I can even have it like this. Maybe like this. Yeah, I think Sonic was the revision too, because Alex Kidd came out first. So, yeah, probably. Wrong panel lead. I want this one. It's already plugged in. Really could do with a larger workspace, really. Kind of a balancing act. Make sure I'm not going to short this on anything I shouldn't. It should be fine. No, not really. You know, the problem I've got is the chips are under the game. Damn. I didn't think this through, did I? Alright. Well, let's see if we can find the crystal. Is that under the game as well? Probably. Yeah, it's under there. Of course it is. I haven't got enough hands free to adjust the scope. But that looks like it's all over the place. 8 megahertz, 3 megahertz, 4 megahertz, 2 megahertz. What the heck is going on with that? I need something a bit more stable for this. Let's see. Okay. I think we may have a dodgy crystal. Let's see if we can hook this on. Yeah. Let's see if we can hook it on without shorting it to the housing, actually. Easier said than done, that. There we go. Okay. Problem is, I can't get a game in. You can probably see that the way I've got this probe, maybe I can probe it from the other side. It is through hole. Where is it? Where does that come through? Is it those two? Yeah, okay, I can do this through hole. That's fine. So it looks like the oscillator crystal is there. Zoom in. I really could do with a longer, longer grounding wire. Damn it. You know, I need a wire. Let's disconnect it. What I need to do is solder a little wire on there so I've got something to actually clip that onto. Wire. Fortunately, I have some right here. Okay. I mean, if anything, if we can't get this one going, if we can't figure out what the source of the problem is, we can actually scavenge some parts off of it at least, like its shell. Is this even enough wire to grip onto? Oh, come on. Are we getting anything? Nothing there. Huh. Interesting. I think the crystal might be dead. Oh, we should still have the clock without the game in, so let's see. Oh, we got something now. $16 megahertz, that's probably right then. Okay. Nice, so the crystal's working at least. Seems pretty stable. Not that. Right, I know what I need. Just to make things quicker. Logic probe, where are you? Oh god, I've made the terrible, terrible mistake of moving things around. Yeah, never mind. Okay, that was low. 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 Nothing. Low. Low. Good night, Wayne. Have a good one. Time we on 10:38. Okay. Dunno. That's low. That's interesting. Oh, I think that went high and then low. For a brief moment, anyway. And that one's just low. Interesting, okay. What about the other one? I'm not seeing any activity on these RAM chips, which would imply perhaps it is Mikey or Susie that's dead, one of these. I mean, I know there's no gaming. And perhaps that's why. Let's try probing it with Electrocop installed. If I can access it. I think I can just about access that chip. A bit hard to see for you guys what I'll be doing, but yeah. What can I do? Alright. What do we got? Let's try that again. Yeah, no, nothing. That's just... That's just low. Yeah, I think it's a dead Mikey. They could RB, but I don't want to go putting heat or anything like that on those chips because they're good chips. There's no point killing that other working system. No point at all. It'd be a waste of money. It'd be a waste. It'd just be a waste. We should, like, no. If we were to come across a dead one... Oh, we got something here. Oh, now that's interesting, isn't it? Look at this. Not really doing anything, though. £50. 50 hertz. Interesting. Would imply a video signal, wouldn't it? Huh. All the pins are giving the same thing on this side. They're all just reading as 50 hertz. I was expecting to see, you know, some of them low, some of them high. And that's interesting because I think that's just another RAM module. Hey Brian, welcome to the party. Those are both memory, yeah. Ah, that's... Is it still doing the same without the gaming, I wonder? It is. What's really fascinating about this one is you can probably see me. I'm playing with these wheels now. One of these controls brightness, and it just does not respond at all. Okay. Alrighty. I could do with knowing which... This is clock. I guess I could go around each pin and find out. Nope. Low. Nothing. Low. That's also low. Low. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any activity on Mikey here. There's a bunch of lines that are being held low. Now that might be, again, because there's no game in. And this is really awkward because if you look at this cartridge slot, like if I put a game in here, I can't access the chip to test. Quite frustrating, that. Yeah. That's being held low. That's low. Yeah, interesting, huh? It's like Mikey here, like all the pins are low. They're not doing anything. I mean, I haven't checked every last pin, but... I guess there's no program loaded, though. I mean, it should display no cartridge, so there should be some kind of activity. No game inserted. Ah. Okay. Who knows? Everything on these two chips is just low. They're not doing anything at all. Which, again, I'm not surprised by because there's no game in. But I put the game in, and well, how the heck do I probe it? Well, actually, I say that I've got access to a few pins. Let's try. That's still low. That's low. 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 Man, these are all like Boris Johnson's taste in decor. They're all just low. Ugh. Never mind. Three hours late. No! Yeah, well, I've done a fair bit on this stream, actually, RWL. There has been the modding of a Dreamcast, the replacement of a Lynx 2 speaker, a no fix on a Switch because its APU's dead. Yeah. Has been eventful. Eventful indeed. And then I was just messing around with that Lynx one there. Now, RB King. A couple of options here. I think Mikey's dead. Everything on that's low, and if that's not feeding anything into Susie, which I think is the graphic chip, then yeah, of course, we're not going to get anything. That is my educated guess, because all of the pins on Mikey are low, and all of the pins on Susie are low. So I don't know what we want to do about that. I don't know if we want to try and find a Mikey chip or what. I don't even know if you can get them because they were custom, you know. No idea. So yeah, I don't know. Don't know on that one. Let's see. I've done data recovery on that broken Switch. At least I was able to rescue the customer's save data and so on. So that's good news at least. Yeah. In the meantime, anyway, RB King, do you want me to swap over the falling apart Lynx with the dead Lynx case now, or do you want me to hang on for a little bit, or what? I'm easy either way. That one. Oh, we could talk about it later anyway, I suppose. Right, anyway, do I have anything else to do at the minute? That's a question, isn't it? Any place that has to miss the American... Right, of course it is, isn't it? I bet he charges a fortune as well. I bet he's like, I want $80 for this Mikey chip. You're like, okay, lol, no. Yeah, I can do that, RB. I can do that if that's what you prefer me to do. Not a problem. You know, they're relatively easy to pop off. In fact, I'll pop them off right now. Why not? Alrighty. Let's have a look. So you wanted... Let's have a look what it's missing. What are we missing? So we're missing volume at the top, power... Brightness looks a bit... Is brightness okay? This is definitely faded as well. Oh no wonder this thing's falling apart. It's missing screws. Oh, that's why you got the screws. Of course it is. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Oh, hey, Toltec Mac. So, what have you missed? You've missed a no fix on a Switch because it had a dead APU. You've missed a simple speaker replacement on an Atari Lynx 2, which was not simple because it's a Lynx. What else? Oh, I did some data recovery on the no fix Switch, so I was at least able to rescue the check. Crikey. Game saves. Yeah. Yeah, other than that, not a massive amount. Yeah, no, come back. And you. What in the heck? What else did I forget? I forgot something else. I know I did something else. Because I think I did. Whoa, ghetto. This has been repaired before, RB. Let me show ya. If I can... What? Looks like it may have been recapped. These don't look original, which is fine. That's great. If it's been recapped, happy days, right? That, though... yeah, that ain't so great. Tried out my PAL Mega Drive 2 and Genesis version 32X combo. Both Switch region modded with Sonic 1 and Chaotix. Yeah, nice, nice. Oh, that was the other thing I did. I modded a Dreamcast. Alright, so looking at this, what are we missing? Oh, God. That looks like it was snipped right off. Or broken off. Take a look at J3 there. Look at that. It's like all been snapped. And that... Damn, look at that. Look at... Hang on. Look at that. That was the volume wheel. Was being the key word. Well, that's got to come off, hasn't it? Okay. Oh, I know I unplugged something. Grumble, grumble, grumble. What time are we on? Nearly 11 p.m. Hello, Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa. Welcome to the stream. Right. Righty dokie. Excuse me, I just got to do some maintenance. Fixed. When in doubt, just smack things around a bit. Oh, good job, RB. Nice one. Right. Just letting the desoldering gun warm up. Alright, just give me a minute, peeps. Sorry about that, people. I'm just going to take a quick break. I'm going to grab a coffee. I won't be long. Be back in a few minutes. I'm not going to bother with the be right back music stuff. Or am I? Should I? Maybe. Should I? Should I? Should I? You know what, peeps? Have yourself a quick intermission. Enjoy. And a Merc, kind of. Kettle's boiling. No, leave it. I assume you meant the music, Tiago. Also, welcome, Tiago. Welcome to the stream. Now, with a name like Tiago, I would assume possibly Portuguese or Brazilian would be my guess. Both extremely good football countries, actually. Yeah, amusing. Ah! Wouldn't you know it? My hot air desoldering guns up to temperature. Excellent. Let's get a bit of flux on this, actually. No worries, Tiago. No worries. It's a bit wonky. Portuguese living in Brazil. You can't go wrong. Ah, it was both. Yeah, I work with I work with quite a lot of Portuguese people, so I know a few Tiagos. Actually, just about every person I know called Tiago is a brilliant programmer. Let's flip over to the microscope. Do we not have any? We have no footage? What's happened there then? Oh, it looks like the capture's crashed. Let me see if I can fix this microscope camera. Strange. Oh, there we go. Just OBS being odd. Right. Ah, okay. Should hopefully just pop right out then. Hey, okay. Great. I don't see old whatever's left of the volume wheel gone. Get rid of that. The other wheel's a bit dicey as well. Where's that donor board? Yep. Okay. Mega amp mod and stuff like that. I was getting typical Model 2 bad sound. Not as bad as some make out, but still. Shame because video quality better than Model 1. Or prototyping. Oh, okay, Tiago. It's got to be like the birthright of Tiagos or something. Like all Tiagos must be good developers. Some sort of unwritten universal law, right? It's a Tiago thing. So, Tiago, got a question for you. Have you ever had a Francisina? Actually, I might as well have just asked you, have you ever been to Porto? Francisina. Yeah, when I had a Francisina, it kind of reminded me of sweaty socks. Got it? Nearly, anyway. That is actually loose. It's pulling out. Oh, this poor Lynx. You poor Lynx. You've had a rough life, haven't you, Mr. Lynx? You know what? For what it's worth, I might as well just swap over all of the wheels on this thing, because this one's not long for the world by the look of it. It's been kind of botch jobbed. This one. Oh, sorry, Tiago. You'll get back there, though. You will. Yeah, I remember when I was first introduced to Francisina. I'm like asking my colleagues, because, you know, like I say, I have Portuguese colleagues. I'm like, okay, so what is a Francisina, you know? And they're like, oh, it's basically a sausage sandwich. I'm like, right. And then it comes with this thick layer of cheese and gravy on it, and I'm like, you what? What is this? I'm like, I thought we Brits had bad food. But it was an experience. It was a pretty cool place we ate in as well. But yeah, you'll get back to Portugal. I mean, this pandemic's been sucky. I haven't been able to see my fiancée in ages. And that's driving me crazy. It's driving her crazy too. We miss each other, you know. It's kind of like it sucks not being able to travel. There we go. Oh, nuts. I didn't Oh, I did kind of get that on camera, that's good. Right. Yeah, this is definitely falling off, RB. This is really not great. You know, at the end of the day, these are just potentiometers. Just gonna get some fresh solder on and then see if I can suck that off. Oh god. That sounded bad, didn't it? Like Jason whacking off his balls. Messages older than 2 minutes have disappeared. Really? Yeah, I don't know what the heck's happened to these wheels on this RB. They're not looking great, though. They're really not. God damn, this is blocked already. Dang. Gosh darn it. Okay. Damn. Okay. Alrighty. I'd be up for doing it, sure. It's just, yeah, I'd need the kit. Well, I say I'd be up for doing it. Actually, I'm not really sure what's involved. I'd have to look first. You know, I can't just say that straight off the bat. There's also, I've got a few bits I need to get done as well. This has still not cleared the holes. Hmm. Is that cleared? No, not really. And it sounds like the filter's blocking on this. Do you know what? I barely use this thing. It constantly blocks. Last time I used this was on a stream. Yeah, it's the filter. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. All right. Yeah, cool RWL. Cool. If you want to get hold of me, newretrorepair@gmail.com, or you can probably find me on Phil's Discord, the Coder on YouTube's Discord channel, or I'm CapTech on Discord. Yeah, you can find me any of those ways. Alright, is that blocked on the top? God, I really, these things are great when they work. They're a bit of a git to clean. Well, that's pretty clear. Sorry, fine folks, I'm just doing a bit of annoying impromptu maintenance, as always. Cool, no worries, RW. Right, maybe it'll work with this nice new filter. Okay, air sounds like it's flowing good. So yet again, we will get more fresh solder on. Right, take 2, or 3, or however many takes this is. Shouldn't take this much to get one of these off, but well. I can tell these absolutely do not want to come off. I'm probably going to have to get wick on that. Just try to wick them off. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and wick those off. You can see the holes just haven't really cleared. Classic. But you know what? When in doubt, smother it in flux. Bust out a soldering iron. And if that doesn't work, hit it with hot air. But I don't want to do that because there's plastic around. And an LCD screen that's highly heat sensitive. It's very easy to cook these old LCD screens, I know, because I've done it to Game Gears, and they have a very similar LCD display tech. I'm not going to be doing that if I can help it. Come on. Not sure if there's still solder in there, or if it's just flux in that hole. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can push them down. Nope. Whoops. Alright. Let's see if I can wiggle that. If I can wiggle that, I might be able to get it loose. Can I? Oh, it looks like it wiggles. Not sure how willing that one is to come out. Not very, apparently. Okay. The thing, hot air soldering is a lot easier, strangely. Well, it's not even soldering, it's desoldering that's the tricky bit. Okay, let's see if we add a bit of fresh soldering in for like the third or fourth time. Nope. Looks like I just soldered that in more. I might call it quits on this Lynx for the night before I get frustrated with it. We'll see if I can get it off though. of feels like the solder tip's a bit loose. Yeah, it was a bit loose. I wonder if that's why. I wonder if I'm just not getting the required suction I need. No, not really, Tiago, but the trick is to be careful with how long you linger on them. If you keep doing it, you'll easily lift the pad, right? You just got to be careful. Because ultimately all these pads are is copper. They're just copper that's been attached to a piece of fiberglass board, aren't they? And they're attached by a glue, and that glue, although highly temperature resistant, can break down with enough heat. You apply enough heat to anything and it'll just come off. I don't have major issues with it, but I think I've done one pad like that. It's not the best pump. I could do with getting a better one, really. Or maybe just ripping it apart and having a look at it. See if I can improve it. Yeah, this one just won't come off. I probably need a smaller desolder tip on there, but, you know, it's getting pretty late for me. Just put quits for the evening and save this for another stream. I'm planning to do more this week because I've been on a bit of a kind of sort of semi inactive state, really. I've been active a little bit on Discord, but I've not been streaming. But yeah, I'm kind of back. I'm kind of back. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits. It's 11:30. I do have work tomorrow myself, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff I could do with getting around to. I need to let my customer of the Nintendo Switch know that his Switch is just not fixable because the APU is dead. But we can get his data, so that's a good sign. Yeah. Yeah. But that's it. So I'm gonna call it quits for now, I think. Yeah, wish you guys a good night. And you know, I don't know. Why did I say hello? I'm upside down. Yeah. I'm upside down. Let's flip that around. Let's do a transform. Yeah, transform. Flip vertical. Hey. Hey, folks. You don't get to see me so often. You normally just see my work. Yeah. That's it. You all have a good one. Now you know what my ugly mug looks like. Although I think I have had it on one other video. Yeah. It's time for me to call it quits. And wish you all a good night, good day, good evening, good morning. Soldering upside down. That's my problem. That's my mistake. That's why I can't desolder stuff out of holes. It's because I'm upside down. Everything's inverted. But yeah, anyway, take care all. Good having you all along for the ride anyway. You know, we've tackled a few systems today and we've had some successes and some failures, and yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, take care folks, and yeah, as always, bye for now.